Hello, Seiiti Arata. When you're young and you're just starting your professional career, it is very common to be anxious about finding your first job. And this stress means that most young people end up accepting the first opportunity that they get. And this happens because they want to start earning money and gaining experience as quickly as possible. However, this choice can be a serious mistake that puts their future career at risk. You need to know yourself. If you are in a desperate need for a job, well, it does make sense to accept the first offer that you get. And once you have secured that first opportunity, then you should keep looking in case better opportunities come along. But if you have the privilege to be able to wait a little bit more, you should make the most of this advantage. You are one of the few people who can be selective and use a strategy and plan to optimize your career in the long term. If you have the privilege of choice, then do not accept the first job that comes up just because of the salary, the benefits, or how close it is to where you live. There is another factor that is even more important. That is the impact of this job on your future career. Strategic planning takes into account what potential that job will have for your career in the long term. To better understand, imagine two situations. In the first situation, you accept a first job at a very prestigious company, but with low wage and far away from your house. Although this job is inconvenient because of the commute and the low salary, having the name of this company in your CV will help you open doors in the future so then you can earn much more and even work from home if you want to. In a second situation, you accepted a first job at an unknown company or even a company with a bad reputation, but with better pay and right next to your house. In other words, you earn more and have better quality of life from the very start. But this job kind of stains your CV, will make it harder for you to find better opportunities later on. Just think about the domino effect. Before accepting your first job, consider the opportunity cost. When you decide whether you will accept or reject the first job offer that you receive, don't make the mistake of only considering the variables that are relevant at the present moment. You need to think about the consequences that may occur in the future. This is evaluating the opportunity cost. The opportunity cost measures how much you're losing by choosing one option over another. For a first job, think about the opportunity cost of accepting the first job offer that you receive. What are the other possible offers that you could get if you continue to search for something better? Every choice has an opportunity cost. For example, imagine that you accepted a job at company A. You started working there, you stopped searching for other employment opportunities, and you wasted your time, your energy working at company A. While you were working there, you could have had better opportunities at companies B, C, or D, but you didn't even find out about these options because you were just focused on working at company A. And once you have accepted this first job, it is likely that a significant part of the rest of your career will be a consequence of this choice. You might continue to be involved with this company. You might acquire skills that will lead you to a certain type of specialization. The people you meet in this very first company could be the ones who will write references for your future jobs. As you can see, your first job is the first tile in a row of dominoes. When you push the first domino, the others start falling one after the other, leading you to paths that might not reflect what you actually want. To choose the best first job possible, you should work out your career plan. Before you start to look for your first job, you should create a career plan to be clear about what you want from your professional life. What do you want to work in? What kind of company? How much money do you want to earn? Where do you want to live? Would you rather stay in one place or move around to different cities for work? Will you only do this job or will you also continue your studies? Will you continue working for companies or will you rather be a freelancer or even an entrepreneur and start your own business? How do you imagine your life in 5, 10, 20 years? Those who fail to plan are planning to fail. It doesn't matter if you're not sure about the answers to questions like this. Just stopping to reflect about this already puts you in some strategic position. And then you can align your life planning with your career. It is unlikely that the plan will happen exactly the way you imagine it, because there are always unexpected situations in life. However, having a plan helps you to make a path and make smart decisions even in unexpected circumstances. And the good part is that when you have a good plan, you can make adjustments along the way, improving it every time. That is what we do together in the Planning Your Life course. And with clarity about what you want from your professional life, you can think more strategically about what types of job offers you should refuse, which ones you can consider, and which ones you should definitely accept. In this way, you increase the amount of influencing factors in your decision, going far beyond just the salary payment. Starting salaries don't tend to be very high, so even a large percentage difference on a low salary should not be what defines which job offer you accept. Think about this. If option A pays 1,000 and option B pays 1,100, you may think that working at company B with a difference of 10% is better, right? However, maybe option A's company, which pays less now, will help you to open doors in the future for you to earn, 20,000 as a director. And company B might lead you to a different path, where in the future you could earn 10,000 as a director. Accepting your first job only for the salary is a strategic mistake that can cost you a lot of money in the future. Therefore, always think long-term. Always think about what will be more aligned with your plan. Look for the option that has the best position place to start a domino effect that will take you along the path that you have defined yourself in your career plan. If you cannot refuse a bad job, just use it to pay your bills. It would be ideal if everybody could have the opportunity to guide their own careers according to their own preferences, but, well, we all know that real life doesn't always work like that. People who are just starting their careers are often forced to take bad first jobs simply because, well, they need to pay the bills. So if you are in this situation, then try to address this limitation in a strategic way. Accept the opportunity that has come your way, but think of it as a stepping stone so you can move to the next stage. Even an unwanted job today can be used to pay your bills, to help you to save some money, and then look for a new opportunity that is more aligned with the career plan that you have established. Do your job as best as you can. Get your salary, pay your bills, but don't stop there. Keep looking for other opportunities and studying to improve yourself. Keep following your original career plan. And if you're clear about what you want from that first bad job and what your long-term goals are, that initial experience will not determine all the rest of your career. So don't fall into the trap of settling for that first bad job. Remember, it is a means to pay the bills. But it does not mean that this is your desire, what you want for your professional life. Be ambitious. Keep pursuing what you have put in your career plan. By doing this, you will be one of the very few professionals who take control of their own lives. One of the very few who know where they want to go and have developed strategies to reach that destination in the very best possible way. To start your career in the right way, you need to stop, sit down, and think about what you want for your professional future. Don't just accept the first job offer that comes along. First, establish a life plan and a career plan that align with what you want for your personal, your professional life. In the Planning Your Life course, you can discover how to create a plan like this step by step. A plan that covers not only your career, but also your personal values, your life goals, the habits, the actions you need to execute in order to be the person you want to be. You can watch a special lesson from the Planning Your Life course right now by visiting the link arata.se/planning your life.